Hello and welcome to the Fruitful Hands. I'm Diana.
I'm Katie.
And we want to welcome you here today, those that are returning and our new friends that are joining us. We're so thankful that you're here, yes. And we hope you find something interesting that we go over today or talk about. And I hope you're enjoying some knitting and something good to drink.
Yeah, cup of coffee or tea if that's more your style.
Yes, any of that good stuff.
Yeah. We are super happy that you've joined us, yes. And we are so grateful for all of the newcomers. Amber from A Lovely Yarn mentioned us in her podcast, and we have a lot of new friends, a lot of new friends. And so we are so thankful, and it's been really fun to chat with you guys in the comments, and it's been overwhelming with like the response. Yes. We've been trying to keep up with comments, but of course we are behind.
Yeah, but we'll get behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And along that vein, thank you so much for the kind comments and support about my miscarriage. Thank you so much for the prayers and just the stories that you've shared as well of you going through the same thing, or it's just been really kind and really
supportive.
It's meant a lot to have people take time out of their day to speak into your life and just exactly let you know that they care, and even though we've never met, you still feel that love. So
those knitters, they're a good bunch.
They're good. Yes,
they are a good bunch. It's a sweet community that very caring, and it's very apparent. I know if y'all read in through the comments as well, it's people are generous, and and we feel it, and we appreciate it, and thank you.
Yes,
and thank you, Amber. That was so kind of you to share with your friends about our podcast. And I know she's up in Pennsylvania, and Kentucky is a distance away, but I think we could do a play date, a knit day. We could do a knit day. So maybe someday we'll be able to do that. It would be fun. Yeah. I think we would definitely be kindred spirits.
Yes.
The vlog?
Well, her painting. I haven't seen the vlog, but her painting, and if we get together, she'll have to teach me, because you already know how to paint some.
It's been a while. Her watercolors are gorgeous. And then she has a vlog. It's like a home, farm stuff, garden stuff.
Oh, that's neat.
And she was doing some tinctures with dandelions. So I think I'm going to try that this year.
Very nice.
Yeah, I've taken tinctures before, but I've never made them on my own. And we have plenty of dandelions in the little place. So maybe I'll do that.
Yeah,
it'd be fun to explore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
Yes.
Or I'll help you.
Yes. Oh, we did have a few suggestions for summer teas following our summer teas episode. Erisu is one by Svetlana Volkova. I'm so sorry. And then the Doral tea by Allison Green, and the Surrey shirt. Didn't you mention that one or not? Is that the one, the black one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what that was made out of? Because I'm like, okay, what could I make that out of?
No, but I think it was fingering weight.
Okay.
So
good. Yeah.
Linen quill.
The Daily Pullover. Yeah. Linen quill. Daily Pullover. And the Goods by Julie Hoover. So
there was one by Hohi that somebody, the cedar pullover.
Oh.
Is that right?
I don't know.
That one's very beautiful too.
Is it? I'll have to look at it because I didn't see that comment.
Okay. It was like 3/4 length sleeve, and like it was just really pretty. I think C's made it.
Oh, has she? She might have. Sister C, she might have. So thank you so much.
Yes.
And I did buy some of those, and I may get those patterns for the next podcast and share those, just the picture of them so I can see them. Full disclosure, yesterday 2 days ago. Okay, see, it's been a long week. Monday, we attempted to record the podcast, and we did about 20 minutes, and then one of the babies had an appointment, so we had to stop and do that, and then we came back and we started over, so we recorded for about 40 minutes that time. And then I watched it last night when I took the kids to track practice. I'm like, I think I need to watch that because there was a few interruptions and a little help me mama, I'm in the bathroom and the dog barking.
A little too much info.
Too much, sorry.
That video.
So, I just was like, yeah, let's see if we can do it one more time.
So take 3. The first,
take 3,
yeah, the first take, I had a horrible fit of the giggles for some reason.
Yes,
it was just.
There may be some good outtakes from that.
Yeah,
all of Monday's proceedings.
Yeah, we may throw some in there, but it might be a little embarrassing.
Yeah, it was a crazy day. But all that to say, this is the 3rd attempt at recording this, and we're good with that, and it lets us spend time together. So today we're at Katie's.
Yep. There's a cardinal out there. On our bird feeder. We have a bird feeder on our porch. We live in an apartment, but we do have a bird feeder, and so we do get some
beautiful birds.
She's pretty. Okay,
she is pretty.
Yeah, so we're at my place. Hopefully, it'll be a little.
The kids are all napping.
Yes,
we're hoping. One thing I did want to mention that we didn't think about mentioning was when we release videos, like we don't have a set time or day or anything that we'll release it. Katie's really good about putting up. It just depends on when we can record, when her husband can edit, when we can, all the stuff, all the moving parts. So when we release it, Katie, like sometime that day, she'll put something up. It's coming out on our Instagram. And then you can also, if you subscribe somewhere down here,
click the, I don't know what it
is. Is it the bell? I think so.
I think it
then
is.
You'll know when it's been released.
Yeah.
And then, but she'll also put up something that says, you know, in 30 minutes or something, it's going live. So the recording on Instagram. Yes. And then I think on YouTube it'll
when it's a premiere,
like, so we release them as premieres. Yeah. So when they're released, they are pre-recorded because we aren't at a place where we can do live. We have been the last 2 we've been live chatting when they've been released.
I'm so sorry. Look at that yellow bird.
Oh,
did you see that? Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Squirrel. So anyway, when they're released, then we can live. I'm gonna have to close the blinds on her, aren't I? When we release them, then we can live chat with people who are watching them, which is really fun. But we can, and she's going to giggle now.
I'm going to pull it together. Okay, yeah. So we love to chat with you guys.
But it is hard keeping up with what we're saying and what we're talking about in that moment. To know what, you know, and then reading comments. And there's more than one, so it is a lot of fun. And I know that Kelly and Noelle do a knit chat every Tuesday night. And they're live.
Oh, wow.
But they're in separate spaces. So they're each in their home and then they have a split screen. See, that's above our pay grade. We just don't know.
I'm sure Samuel knows about it, but.
And maybe in the fall or winter or something, if y'all are still interested in us and we want to do something like that, we can talk about it and see. But right now, we're just not ready to go live and try to talk about stuff and then you know, and then answer questions and keep up with the comments. So, but we do like the premieres going live and then we get to step in and chat with y'all while you're watching, which is a lot of fun.
It is.
So if you're interested in doing, you know, learning or hearing about the premiere or whatever, just subscribe or check in with our Instagram. So we try to do 1 a week. Sometimes we've done 2 a week, but not often. So, is there anything else that we need to talk about admin stuff? I think that's it. Okay. Well, tell us what you're wearing, Katie.
I am wearing the No Frills sweater by Petiteknit, and I knit this 5 years ago, I think. And it is out of the Quince and Co. Phoebe Base. Colorway, I think, is Earth, but I'm not 100% sure. I've de-pilled it some, but as you can see, it's very loved.
So it is very loved.
I need to...
And it fits her so well. It is so soft.
I think it's my favorite fitting sweater that I've made, besides the festival sweater. I really love that sweater, too. So, it's
very...
so, you know, it's been loved.
It needs a bath.
It needs a bath.
Maybe if you'll send it home with me, I'll bathe it for you.
Oh, you're sweet.
I would. And I have, anything else you want to say about yours? That color matches your eyes so well. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It looks really good on you.
I did everything like needle-wise, as she says. So I know sometimes people go up in the sleeves a needle size, but I stayed on her, whatever she said, because the sleeves of Petiteknit I feel like are already kind of a bigger sleeve, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, those fit you nicely.
Yeah, like Andrea and Mowry, I do a size bigger.
Yes, and well, some, especially her Rhinebeck sweaters, they generally have color work in them too. Now, especially if it has color work in it, then I have to go up because it will be too snug.
Right, right.
But sometimes, you know, with just like this kind of, I don't have to go up.
Right.
And this is my no frills. And I think, I mean, whenever this pattern came out, that's when I knit this. And it's a Donngel Tweed. I almost think it was a Debbie Bliss or something when she was big. But I mean, this is like a sweatshirt. It is just, and there is pilling on it. But see, with this tweed, you really cannot.
No, you can't.
It's just like, and I wear this a lot. It's very light. So I'm giving all my sweaters a bath, you know, and getting them ready to put away. The ones I've worn this year. So this one, I think I'll give it a bath, but I don't think I'm gonna put it away. I think I'm gonna keep it out because I've worn it quite a bit. So, but yeah, the stuff that I wear, I definitely do a little soak and then let it dry before I put it away. Maybe we can do a video about putting away our wools for this summer, just how we do it. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So, maybe so. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is my Vegas top. I talked about this in our summer talk.
I love
and this is, I just have an untucked shirt. So the only thing that is, and I don't remember if I blocked this because it's cotton. It's a cotton yarn. And it's got some other stuff in it. But this likes to roll up. So I either need to block it and really pin it down. I mean, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
And, you know, it's just a kind of, but it's still really chilly out. I mean, it's amazing, you know, we're May 2nd, and I know it's still early. I mean, you're not supposed to plant in your garden until after the 15th, you know, because of freezing. But it's still, and usually, I remember, you know, it would be cold when you get up, but then it would warm up.
Right.
But it's like, not so much now. Yeah. So it was pretty chilly this morning. Yeah. So I thought, well, I'll just throw that on. So Vegas top. If you want to know any of the details on the yarn or the pattern, it's in the episode, the summer tea episode. Okay.
That's so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any finished objects?
I do have a finished object, and it's at home because I talked about it twice yesterday, and it's a sad story.
It's a sad story. So
next episode, I will bring on the Sprite and show you the latest.
That poor sweater.
Just go with the Sprite. It is finished.
Yeah.
It is.
So this is my finished object. It was in the summer teas episode. Do I need to do something different?
No.
Okay.
No. It's beautiful.
Did I say? This is the Anker. Did I already say that?
No.
Anker teas. Okay.
Anker
tea sweater by Petiteknit, made out of the Lena yarn by Sandnes Garn in the colorway Kitt. And one thing, I wore this in the summer episode and it like stretched out pretty bad. So I blocked it again, put it in the washer on the drain, and
she soaked it. She didn't wash it in the washing machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Thank you. Yes. I soaked it and then I put it in a mesh bag in the washer to get all the water out. So I did the drain and spin cycle. There we go. And then I threw it in the dryer. This is a cotton linen viscose yarn, so not wool. But so I threw it in the dryer and
in the bag, in the lingerie bag.
Yes. And Mama had told me to do just like every few minutes check on it. That was getting me nowhere. I didn't have time for that. So I just threw it in there and let it go.
How long did you let it go, do you know?
Like 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, it was taking forever. And I was like,
okay.
So
yeah, it's good.
It worked out for me, but it's not a suggestion.
But we would not recommend that. Talk to your knitting care professional.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know if we should. I don't know if I should be part of the how we care for our knits video.
Well, it worked for you.
It did.
I mean, sometimes you have to do drastic stuff.
Yeah, and it did shrink up and it did like tighten up. So I'm very happy with what's happened here.
Yes. But. And one thing you may do is, if you want to do that again, or if you're a little afraid about putting it in for that long, is to lay it out and let it dry about 80%, and then the finishing dry it up. Now, if you, I'm sure our friends out there probably have better ideas than that, or have had similar experience. Please share with what you've done in those situations.
Do.
Yeah, because sometimes they do grow. I know mine that's made out of that same, the Lina or Lena, it has grown.
Oh, really?
So I need to block it again.
In the dryer.
I will throw it in the dryer. That's right.
It works.
Yeah. Okay, what else you got?
I have like a half finished off.
Yes, we want to see it.
This will just be quick. So Dad's sock, I have one done. I'm trying to get these done by June, and it's the beginning of May right now. So this is a mishmash of a few different patterns. I cast on 64 stitches because he's got skinny feet. I did 2 extra rows of the knit, like of the heel flap part, and then just rapidly decreased down here. Is this the gusset? No. Whatever when you decrease.
I think that's a gusset. Okay.
And then...
And she did that so that he could get it over his heel.
Yes, yeah, because...
His heel is kind of big.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the,
Yes, so, and from someone's suggestion on here, I traced his foot and, knit to that length. And I did the toe from the Morning Coffee Socks by Crazy Sock Lady. And then I can't remember the stitch pattern that I did, but the heel is from Morning Sock as well. Okay. So, Morning Coffee Sock. So
I'm going to have to write that down because
it's a good one. And so now I'm on the next one. So,
and what bag do you have those in?
Oh, my handmade bag from 5 years ago.
Yeah, she made that.
I did. So this was like a pattern online from someone who like made bags, but she put it on there for people to like make their own. So I just did what she said, and I don't even know if it's, I mean, this was 5 years ago, so.
It's probably been longer than that. She made me one too, and I'm going to find it because there's something in it. I don't know what.
I love that. It's like,
but there's something in it. I'll find it.
So yeah, so.
It'll be like a new project. I'm really struggling with cast-on-itis, guys.
Oh. Like Monday night, I had a big party. So you go. You do
a cast party. You had a cast party.
I did.
Okay. Oh, I'll show you my socks because I have been working on my socks. And remember, these are the DRK everyday, everyday socks by Andrea Mowry. And I'm doing mine different. I've tried that sock pattern before, and that heel, it got me the first time. So I'm like, I'm not going to even try that. So I'm going to do her afterthought heel that she does on the Curio socks.
Okay.
So here's my spot where I'm going to put the afterthought heel right there. That's a beautiful pink yarn. But this, and see, I did not do the ribbing on the bottom of the feet. I think I'm fine with that with this pair, but the next time I'll go ahead and do it. I mean, they look funny when you do that, and that was part of the problem with the pair. I'm like, this can't be right. But then I watched other podcasts, and I'm like, that's right. I mean, they look peculiar. But I've knit probably about that much. I am getting more used to knitting 2 on one sock, on one needle, and I like it because when I'm finished knitting these, I'm done with both of them. And for me, because I've knit single socks. I've got like 2 single socks, and I never knit the second one. So I think for me to be a sock knitter, I need to conquer this.
Yeah.
So
for me to get over that, as soon as I cast off my sock, I sew in the ends, cast on the next sock, so that way it's like these needles, and I only have one set of sock needles. Okay. So it's like, I gotta get this done.
Yeah, gotta get this done.
But 2 at a time.
Yeah, 2 at a time. And somebody suggested, I think that might be a 40-inch. I mean, because that's pretty long. But she suggested a 40-inch needle, so I'll measure that to make sure that's what I'm working on. But these are those Addy rocket squared. They've got the little ridges on them, and they're squared, and I like those. I like them a lot.
That's neat.
So that is helpful as well. So I really like that. This is Chelsea Yarns. The color. I've talked about it before, but I really like that.
Really pretty.
Yeah. So hopefully the next podcast I'll have those puppies off the needle. I don't know if I have the heels done, but at least hopefully they'll be off the needle. We'll see.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Do you
have something else? Well, I do, but yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Is that okay? Or
yes. No. Yes. Nope.
So you cast it on yours first.
I did.
And this is the Ochre sweater by
It's Ambah.
Ambah O'Brien.
Yeah. My grandmother's name was Ambia, A-M-B-I-A. And I'm not sure if that's how you pronounced it. Her family is Scotch-Irish. They were Shannons. And she had a sister named Bird and Waiki and Goldie and so I mean she had more than that. Aunt Grace. So they all had these unusual, somewhat unusual names, but I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I've never heard anybody else called this, and when I saw this young lady's name, it's Ambah, A-M-B-A-H. So I'm like, oh, that reminds me of my grandma. So,
yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, oh no.
Tangent.
That's a good tangent though. So here's my cardigan.
I love it.
So I casted this on. I casted on. Anyway, this was Monday night.
Yes.
And I'm doing it out of the Sunday yarn that I showed y'all, I think last episode.
Yes.
Oh my word.
And this though, but this is good because show them. See, the pattern calls for fingering,
which is this,
which is that, and see how airy that's going to be, and how for summer that's excellent. The gauge is, I think, is 20, or is it 20 or 23?
I don't know. I just
it's one of those. I don't have my pattern, but it's one of those. I think it's 20. Actually.
I think that's right. I think that's what you said last.
So she's on big needles, little yarn. She's going to have a very airy fabric. I'm on the needles that this yarn calls for, but I'm getting gauge. So this is, I mean, it's still pretty light and airy, but it's thicker. It's thicker. It's going to be a little more coverage, but it is, I really like this yarn.
It's pretty.
It's stolenstitches.com is the website. Yarn by Carol Feller. It's Nua Sport. Okay. It's Nua Sport. And, you know, if that's not enough, if the color's not enough, the name of it is just, it's called Frog on the Wall.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
I love it. Isn't it gorgeous?
That is so pretty.
It is so pretty. And I love the raglan.
Yes.
Isn't that cute?
Raglans are my favorite.
Yes. And she gives you, you know, because you're increasing every so many rows at the shoulders, and then you're increasing so many rows at the edges, and it's knit flat, so you're going back and forth. I don't mind purling. Do you mind purling?
Yes.
I don't mind so much. So, but she has a chart.
Yes.
So I'm not going to show it real close. Let me grab it.
Yeah, I don't know if you should show it.
Yeah. See, but she just has a chart like that. There.
It's just a chart. But
and see how I'm covering up.
Yeah.
But it just tells you, it's like on this row, you're doing this increase. And at the end of that row, this is how many stitches you should have.
Right.
Every single row.
Yeah.
So you don't get 10 rows down and say, I don't have enough stitches.
Right.
You know?
It, yeah, I like tried to read the written instructions, and I was just like, well, it was late that night. So that's number one. But then I saw the line that said, and there's a chart on this page. And I was like, oh.
Thank you. And Andrea does that.
Yeah.
Like she does that with that one cardigan that we're doing that I'm kind of stuck on. The Sparks. I think that's what it is. And then Cocoa Knits, I think they kind of teach you how to do that, where you set up your own.
Oh, neat.
But anytime I have a pattern like that, then I'll number out all the rows, and then I'll circle or put some kind of something around what I'm doing at each row if it's different than just the normal. And then I tick them off as I go. So this is much better.
Okay.
I love it. This, I'm going to show you my little bag.
Aww.
I got this from that Birdie, the truck that comes. I got this at the last Fiber Festival in Kentucky. The next one's coming up May 19th through the 21st, I think it is. And it's at Masterson Station in Lexington, Kentucky. So the Yarn Bird, the Birdie truck will be there. It's a nice size little festival. It's not huge. They have food trucks. They have a few animals. They have, you know, a lot of local vendors.
Neat.
Yeah, so it's fun. And the Woolery will be there. But now they won't be selling anything. But they'll have spinning wheels. They may have some looms.
Neat.
They'll have demonstrations and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah. So this is made by, what does that say? Knit.
Knitterbag.com.
Knitterbag.com. So
cute.
Isn't
really
that cute?
Yeah.
So I got that from her.
I love that.
I do too. It's really sweet. Okay.
Okay.
I do.
Sorry,
but you go on.
Okay.
No,
so another thing that I'm working on right now is another birthday present. This is for my son. This is the little animal I made for my daughter when she was born. And so I was like, I have to do one.
It has been well loved.
Yeah. So
it has been well
I was like, I
loved.
have to make one for my son. So I am doing Theo the Lion. And this is the book that it's in. Knitted, yep, Wild Animal Friends.
And it had a normal spine on it. I just took it to I just took it to the copy shop and had them cut it off and put the spiral thing in there, just because it's so much easier.
Yeah, yes it is. That has made a huge difference. So here's his little head. And you do, is it intarsia where you?
Yes.
Okay, so this is knit with intarsia. So that was kind of complex to get going. But anyway, he's kind of sad right now.
Oh, he'll be fine.
This is the first.
He's going to be so cute. I'm going to show you since you talked about intarsia. This is a sister C-tip. Do you remember from yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm in the middle of the row, so. Do y'all know what that is? Let me show you. Katie, tell them.
Bread clip.
A bread bag clip. So that's what you have on your bread bags. So when you have those, you know, when you first cast on, you have the long tail hanging and you're not ready to cut it off yet, but you don't want it. She just wraps her tail, the tail of the yarn around there, and then she's not accidentally knitting with it, and it's not in her way. It just kind of hangs there. So if you're doing intarsia and you're not doing a whole lot of it, like not a sweater's worth, you could do that with that.
Yeah.
I
should have done that.
Yeah, like when you do sweaters, they make these bobbin things, and you wrap the yarn around the bobbins, and then when you're finished with that color for a while, they're very flexible, and you kind of do that, and it holds the yarn in there, so you're not fighting with the balls of yarn. Yeah, because
that's the last like intarsia that I have to do with that, because everything else is like the light brown. But wow. Yeah. I'm doing the fox also.
Yes.
So like maybe that's what I
just say your bread clips.
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful though when you're knitting with somebody and they do something and you're like, oh yeah, that's amazing.
Why didn't I think
you changed my life? Not so much.
Well,
but I mean, it is kind of like that. Okay, let's see. What else do we have?
Do you have another whip?
I do have another whip.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is my striped tee. And somebody asked if it is a boat neck, but it's really curling in right now until I block it. So just know that. And
that's
I
really
am
cute.
down. Isn't it cute? I love the colors.
Split for sleeves.
I split for sleeves. I'm afraid I'm going to, hair. I'm afraid I'm going to run low on the white. I only have this much. Ooh. And then I need 18 grams for each stripe of the white. So I think I probably
How much do you have left in that?
I'll have 2 more stripes in that, and I have another ball, but see, I have sleeves. So I probably need to do at least another blue and then some white edging. And I don't know. They have a cute little edging on the pattern. Sorry about the crinkling. But see that? I don't know if I'll have enough to do that. We'll just kind of have to wait and see.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Yeah. But I'll do just a little bit of blue on that and then do the sleeve. And I may do those first before I finish and just knit till I run out of yarn. And I did not block this before I started it. Someone asked that as well on the
swatch,
on the comments on the premiere. But I did, after she said that, I was like, oh, I better check it. So I did braid some together and soaked it, and it did not bleed.
Oh, good.
So I think it's fine.
That's great.
And if it's not, the world won't win. And then the last thing I'm working on is, do you have another whip?
Oh, just one. But
no.
you do yours.
Okay, I'm going to do mine.
Yeah, you do yours.
Okay, this is the DRK, Andrea Mowry's. It's not her latest cowl because she just released another one yesterday. I can't keep up with that woman. She's prolific. But I do like this one.
This is so pretty.
Yeah, this is made out of Lamb and Kid Todd and Spincycle Ewenicorn. And I don't know what the color name in pot is. Maybe Carnation, but I'm not positive. But I love it. It's cashmere and some other stuff. But yeah.
That's so
But I do like it. It's a mindless knit, except when you make a mistake and have to tink back, then not so much.
Yeah,
but
you can memorize the
pattern. And just kind of go with it. Yeah, and that's the way that ochre is with, I think.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, especially when you've got so many, you're just increasing at the scragglings. It's like, it's easy to...
I mean, I have to look at each row to be like, okay, this is, it's only this or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, my last whip is yarn that was gifted to me on our trash episode.
On yesterday's episode, which will never air.
Yes. So, Mama gifted me this Lana Gatto Cashmere Light.
Yeah, I'll do
oh, thank you. And for the Petiteknit Sophie scarf.
Yes.
And it is so lovely. I casted this on Monday as well. Because
she had cast on.
And I didn't have any bigger needles than this.
That's what you're knitting it on, Caitlin.
I'll eventually have to change, but I was like, I just want to, like,
honey, I know.
It's cashmere. I got to see what happens.
I know.
And it's lovely.
It's lovely.
So, yeah, I really like it. I've done one other Sophie scarf, and I love that one, so just keep on.
Yeah. Well, and I got that at a new yarn shop, so that's why she got that.
That was the whole point.
That was the whole point of going. And the stinker, she got into my, the bag of goodies that I just got.
Well, you had walked off, and there was a bag of yarn sitting right beside me. And I was like, what's in here?
There's got to be something good in there.
I just want to see what you had gotten that was fun.
Yes.
And it was lots of fun.
Yes. And I'm going to turn this off. Sorry about my big finger. Maybe we can cut that out. If not, sorry. My daughter was calling. I just went on her. Okay. So anyway, we were in two of the children and I were at a track meet in Louisville. And there was a yarn shop about 30 miles away. And so after they finished running, I said, okay, we're going to run to the yarn shop and I'll feed you. I'll treat y'all to dinner when we're done.
That's so funny.
I know. So they agreed. And they're really good about that. They know how much I love knit stores to go and just look. And
they have stuff to do.
And they have stuff to do. And I just set 6 hours for them, watching them run for all of 8 minutes. So,
which is fun.
Which is fun. I love it. I love it. And I was knitting on those socks, so I was fine. I had something to do. Nowadays,
it's like if I have to wait somewhere and I'm able to knit, it's like, I'll wait as long as you want.
It's like the
doctor's appointment.
I'm knitting on my socks.
Take your time, doctor.
2 rows. We got it done. Okay, but anyway, so I went to this yarn shop. It's in LaGrange. The name of the shop is Friends and Fiber. And they do have a website, but I don't know if they take orders online. Okay. But I'm sure you could find out what yarns they have and call them and ask them if they ship and stuff.
Or if you can go in person visit.
That's the best way. It is a very small store, but they had all kinds of good yarn. All kinds of good yarn. They had some Rowan. They had some silky something. It used to be Louisa Harding yarn. But anyway, they had all kinds. I mean, it was just like...
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is what I found. It's Jody Long's Coastline.
That's such a pretty yarn.
The color is shell. I know. It is, it's Luxurious Italian Cotton and Linen Blend. So, and it was, $17 for 218 yards.
And it's kind of a chainette.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
But it's really,
nice and fluffy.
I think it's 17 stitches to the end, or 4 inches, sorry. And somebody went on and looked. The Weekender has been made out of this. There's also a really cute garter stitch cardi that I think I might.
Is that by Tori? No.
I don't remember.
It's just garter.
Yeah, it's just
like
garter.
Open. Yeah, I want to make that.
And Sister C did one, but hers, it's a free pattern and it's a size small. That's the only size there is.
Oh, interesting.
So I would have to, and I just am not there. I don't have, I want to just be able to read it, do it. Yeah. You tell me what to do, I can do that. So, but she, after she did the garter, it was just garter, she went back and picked up stitches and put ribbing around the cuff and ribbing around the collar and the edges. And it was like a cream and then a gray stripe down the middle. Oh, and then the sweater was kind of a mustardy color. Ooh. If she comes on, I'll have to have it because it's really cute. And it was a cotton. Okay. And she wore it with a gray linen, light gray linen dress. Oh, my word. So cute. Oh, yeah. My word. So, yeah. Y'all, in the comments, ask Sister C to visit us, and she will. Because I've told her she had to, but she's not listening. Okay. They were having, of course, y'all know, it was local LYS, local yarn store day. And since we couldn't go to our local one, that's why I wanted to go up there as well. But the first 50 customers, they were given, you know, a little thing. And I got the last one. Yay. And it's 10% off your next purchase between May 2nd and May 31st. Okay. So we got to go back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We could go back. We'll go back towards the end. After we did up all our stuff, all our summer stuff, we'll go back towards the end. So those are the ones I got from there. And like I said, I did take video. And so they had all kinds of notions. I mean, it was just jam-packed. And samples were hanging from, I mean, and then there was 2 tables. And there was probably 7 or 8 women in there sitting, knitting. One was a big round table. And I mean, you could tell they were just buddies and they were just knitting. There was a dog sitting in one of the chairs and he was just chill. So, and I mean, they were so kind and sweet, all of them, even, you know, everybody was in there. So yeah, it was really, so y'all need to check it out. Friends and Fiber, isn't that what I said? Yes. And in LaGrange, Kentucky. So they do have a website, I think, and if not, they are on Instagram and Facebook as well. So, and tell them we said, hey, if you go up there. Okay. I did go back to the Woolery and I got this. Yay. Sunday. Thank you. And that's what you were making the ochre out of. Yes. Yeah. So, in that vein, they only had 3 of this. This is kind of a limey greeny. Isn't that cute? I feel like it's really in right now. It is huge right now. But I think I may, isn't that cute together? And then Katie has some beige, and I was thinking I could maybe do something, you know, like a cardigan, you know. Yeah. It's kind of,
there's some striped tees coming out this.
Oh, well, maybe I'll do something like that. But if you have any left over, I'll.
Absolutely.
Okay. At the Woolery, they also had this. These are rovings. So I will be ready when fall comes.
Just, can you imagine getting cozy in your sweater, like it's getting kind of chilly
by the fireplace,
or even going outside.
Oh yeah,
and just like, that sounds so good.
It does sound so good. And mine's in Ashford, and it's a, you know, I know the big thing now is electric. Everybody's doing that, so you don't have to pedal. I kind of like the idea of it. Now I probably won't when I start. I did take one class, but you know, the thing was, you really need to do this like every day for like 15 or 20 minutes to get good at it, to really master it. Yeah. And I just didn't, I mean, we were in the middle of homeschooling and I just didn't have the time or space to do it. So, yeah, so only have one in high school after next week or 2. And so, and he's pretty self-sufficient. He takes classes at a co-op, which is really nice. So he does need our help occasionally, but he's pretty independent. That's exciting. It is exciting. They also have cones there. And this one is a worsted weight, and it's by Harrisville. It's a Harrisville mill. This one's called Water Lily, number 62. And it is approximately 450 yards. Now, when they spin these, there's still some spinning oil on them. Okay. So they won't, so after you knit it, I have others. I should have brought a swatch from there. But it'll bloom and it'll soften up and all that oil will come off. So it won't feel like this. Okay. I mean, it'll fill in. This is supposed to be worsted. It's 100% virgin wool. It's spun in the USA. It's by Harrisville Designs. Now, I was watching a podcast on Sunday or Monday, and I don't remember who said it. If I remember it, I'll let you know. If you all know, let us know. Because she said, you know, Shabui quit making their mohair. Oh. but she was talking about, the first thing she was talking about was, you want to try and get mohair that has at least 30% silk in it. And that way it won't be itchy.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
See, that's a good tip. It's like, okay, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. So that we need to make sure that our mohair is at least 30% silk.
If you're sensitive,
yeah, some people, some people aren't. I am, and it's pretty warm if it's. So anyway, so that was her first thing. But then she was talking about, you know, since Shibui is not making mohair anymore, that she had checked out Pearl Soho's tussock. So, and that it was the same as Shibui, that it all comes kind of out of the same mill or something. So that might have been a couple weeks ago. The one this past weekend, somebody was talking about Harrisville cones, and it's trying to come back to me. I'm sorry who it was. But she said that Jared Flood, one of his bases is spun by them.
Like the no, is he Brooklyn
yeah,
Tweed?
he's Brooklyn Tweed. So I can't, I'm thinking it might be Shelter and one other one. But see, it's not going to look like this because it's not on a comb. It's in Hanks. Right. So it will have been. I could
see that.
Yeah. You know.
Interesting. Yeah. Good to know.
So, I mean, that was interesting. So anyway, this is supposed to be worsted. And this I got, I think I'm going to do. One of my grandgirls wants a purple sweater with some. And this is like some fun. So this is like Spincycle, but it's 150. It's stricken. I'm sorry. Can you see that?
Yeah,
there you go. So it's a stricken con, and it's 150 yards, and it was like $13 a ball. So I got 2 balls of it, so it's 300 yards. Is that right?
I don't know.
We talked about all this yesterday. 150 meters, so it's a little over 150 yards. But yeah, so I'm hoping that we'll go with this. Now that this is worsted, it might not, but I have some fingering weight. This is the fingering weight, and it's called Shetland, and there's no Shetland in it. So, but that's just, I think they do that because it's the fingering.
Okay.
Let me see if it tells how, it's 900 yards. The color's oatmeal, 100% virgin wool, spun in the U.S., Harrisville Designs. And you can go on their website. Is that a good color?
Yeah. You
can go on their website and they have pictures of all of this and you can order from there. And I think the woolery. And remember, they are only open to people to come into their storefront on Fridays from 12 to 5 because they do so much through the internet, online sales, and they're just swamped. So awesome. So yeah, so there's that. The other thing I got there is Let Lopey. Because I know this is fall and winter, but I bought these to add to my stash, stuff, whatever. I don't know what I was trying to say. But these were colors I didn't have. And my road tripper's made out of this. So, and this is a very light, wonderful, warm, very warm. It's pure wool. 100 meters, 109 yards. Where's it made? Iceland.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So it is warm. It is so warm, but it is so light. I mean, you just can't even imagine how light it is. Yeah. So there's that.
That's so fun.
So
wait.
Oh yeah. I'm so sorry, Caitlin Jane.
I have exciting stuff too.
She does.
So this was.
I'm sorry.
No. Oh please, no. I want to show my yarn.
She got good yarn.
So I did a pre-order with Woolberry Fiber Co. back in January. It was an Anne of Green Gables.
Oh,
like cute. Theme, which is so cute. So this yarn, I have other ones, but that are in the skein, but I caked this one up. This is called Flower Crown. It's called Flower Crown, and I did a swatch. Yeah. So I had planned to make the Una sweater by, I can't remember who it is. I know, it's so pretty. But I feel like the speckles are a little bit too fun for that. Like that sort of a little more classic, and so I'm afraid this would you know, it's just not the,
yeah.
I don't know. So I was thinking maybe doing the Louvre sweater by Petiteknit, which is like more of like this, where it would showcase the speckles a little better and like has a higher neck.
Okay.
So if y'all have any ideas about a good sweater pattern for this beautiful yarn.
That is beautiful.
It's DK weight. And it's
soft.
Yeah, it's like the cashmere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
base.
pretty.
And it like just came in. So if you do any of Woolberry's pre-order collections, it takes a few months to get in just because she dyes exactly what people want.
Yes. That makes sense.
So that was like a Christmas present, but it came in May 1st, and it was kind of fun to like have that to look forward to. Like you get the joy of like picking it out, and then it's like, it's still Christmas in May. So I also got this sock set. So yeah, I don't know, the greens and blues in that. And this is Lake of Shining Waters sock set. So I know it was like they get you with the themes.
I know.
You're like, Anne of Green Gables, of course.
We've got to get that.
Got to.
We got to have that.
That was a fun little happy.
Okay, it looks like there's an explosion over here.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about the, no, let's do this first.
Okay.
Today is Katie's birthday.
Yeah.
And here's a little something. So
oh my word.
the noise. So the,
You want me to open it on?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's yarny. It's a yarny birthday gift. So be quick with the paper so you don't.
Stop.
I know. For Andrea Mowry.
Yellow
sweater.
Sticker.
Yeah.
Y'all, I've been wanting to make this
for so long.
For years.
Yeah. So there's 4 skeins.
Okay.
So if you don't need all of it, I'll take whatever you don't need.
Okay.
And then these, I'm always on the search for a good yarn journal. Now this is a sketchbook, but the pages are really thick, so it could hold your yarn labels or anything like that. And it's spiral bound, so you can open it up flat. And then that one's a dot grid, and the paper on it is pretty. So I didn't know which one you'd want to use, or maybe, but see the paper on it's really thick too. So I love you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate knitting like I do.
Yes. I'm gonna work this doll.
So it'll look cute.
I'm gonna cast on something.
She's gonna cast on all this stuff.
Aww,
yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
That was a sweet surprise.
Good.
Wow.
Good. Okay. The other thing is, let's do this.
A little happy for you.
A little happy for you all. Okay. We hit 1,500 subscribers, and Katie and I, when we first started, we did it, and we thought our family watched it, and friends. Knitting friends.
Even
and they were
not knitting friends, which was like really sweet. Anyway,
they would comment and be sweet and kind to us.
Sweet.
So we thought, if we ever reach 1,000, we're going to give something away. Well, it happened between the last recording and this recording. So, this hopefully will go out by this weekend. And but sometimes it may be 10 days because things just, so anyway, when Amber gave us a shout out on her podcast, it just really, we took off. I mean, we've almost doubled. We have.
Yeah.
We have.
Definitely.
So, again, Amber, thank you so much. But so now we get to give away something.
Yes.
Because we said we would. And we like y'all. Actually, we not even love you. But this is, I did a half and half wrap. And this is fresh pickles. And I don't know what this blue is. I loved knitting it. I love the shawl. I don't know. Right now, I don't have, it is so soft. Right now, I don't have any inclination in doing another one in the near future. That's not to say I never will, but not just yet. But I did, after I did that one, I ordered some to do the next spring one. And these are the colors I ordered.
So cute.
Those, I mean, come on. Is it not my colors?
It's your color.
But after we did the summer tea, I saw this. This is the salty tea. And I said, oh, I want to do that in this. So I'm going to do a salty tea in this pink.
Salty air tea.
Salty air tea, thank you. In this pink. And hopefully we will, hopefully I'll have it finished sooner rather than later. But Katie and I, she had to go deal with our sweet little one. So I was waiting for her to come back. But we want to give away the other 3, the oranges. And they're kind of a reddy orange. And it's called Red Poppy. There's 439 yards on here. So there is plenty for you to make a salty air tea.
Yep.
Thank you. Salty air tea. See, I have to have her because she keeps me straight.
No.
Salty air tea. You'll have plenty of yarn, and then you can knit maybe some other little something with it.
So fun.
Isn't that fun?
And that color, I feel like it would look good on anyone.
Yes.
It's like not,
yes.
I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's really pretty.
It's not like a blue-red.
Right. But it's not too orangey.
It's not too orangey.
I don't know, it's just really
it's
good.
really cute. Yeah. So we want to bless somebody.
Yes.
We want to bring some joy to somebody out there. One of our friends out there. So how are we going to do that? What are they supposed to do?
We would love for you to comment on this video what you're working on.
Yes.
Tell us what pattern.
Yes.
If you want to tell us the yarn.
Yes.
Any details.
Yes.
We love the details.
And if you're crocheting, embroidering, needlepoint, it doesn't matter. Yes. Whatever you want, whatever you're working on.
Yeah. Any of that.
Dishes.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
It's fine. Just whatever is bringing you joy that you're working on right now. Yeah. But hopefully we can all get some ideas about some good
patterns,
more summer teas and stuff. There's a lot of good podcasts out there with good ideas on them.
Yes.
So so make sure you comment and maybe you'll
hopefully
be the winner. We will draw the next time we do a normal podcast.
That's right.
So if we do any short little podcasts in between now and then, we won't draw then. So generally we try to film on Monday, but it may be later next week. So it may be next Friday before or Saturday. Right. So if there's not a new podcast up, you can comment. You'll be in the draw.
Yes.
And then because we'll draw while we're recording.
Yes. So. I think so. There's like some way that you can do it where you like put it in I don't know yet.
Random number generator.
Yeah. Like there's like a website you can plug
we'll figure it out.
Yes. But it'll be but we'll figure it out. But we will not respond in a comment form telling you to give us information. Yes. We will announce it face
on
to
our
face.
Next podcast.
And then
you will
email us at our email address.
Yes, and we'll put it on the screen. Yeah. And so in our comments, we will never tell you you've won something. We will never ask you for money.
Right. We
will never encourage you to send us any information about yourself.
No. Just what you're knitting.
Yeah, just what you're knitting. I don't know what they can do with that, but how about it? But yes, because
no personal information.
No personal information. No. Yes. Thank you all for being so kind and loving with your comments. We are blessed.
Yes.
And we love doing it.
Yeah, it's so fun.
It is fun.
Even though this last one took us
3 attempts.
Well, but like the first time, we did like 10 intros before the 20 minutes.
Yeah. So we're going to have to do a blooper reel at some point. It may not be after this one because we have the yarn shop video.
Oh, right.
And we don't want to keep y'all too long. We know you're busy.
Yeah.
But we may throw some bloopers after when we don't have a yarn shop.
Yeah.
So.
Show our true colors.
Yeah. I mean, once we get going, it's hard to tell what'll happen.
Yes. Anyways.
So if y'all have any ideas also for future podcasts that you would like for us to talk about.
Like focused podcasts.
Yeah. Or even just mini sessions.
Yeah.
Put that up there. We'll be happy to try and accommodate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I hope y'all are planning, those that are local or near enough, to go to the Fiber Festival in Lexington, in Kentucky. And let us know if you are, and we will try to do a meetup. We are going to be there on Friday, for sure. I think there was things that were coming up on Saturday and Sunday we try to keep for family. But if you can only come on Saturday, then one of us will try our best to be there. And maybe we could bring camp chairs and knitting and just sit around and especially if it's nice out.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have food trucks and stuff there. But that would be fun just to kind of sit around and knit.
That would be so
fun.
For
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Join us.
Yes. Thank you all for watching.
Yes. Have a wonderful day and
have fun enjoying your knitting. That's right.